Oh, hello.
Okay. We get to see some Invoker coming out here. Exciting stuff going up against the Storm Spirit. Of course, the mana burn can be massive here, so we'll see how well he can lane here.
But now he's got the Swarm on him and a TP out. Okay, no stuns coming. Even more wave dragging as well, while Moose pulls that entire wave across the small camp.
Rubik fighting against two, but he can't stand his ground.
Difficult kill to get. He used Shikuchi quite early there. Raindrops, a bit of protection.
No, they
the
missed.
vacuum misses. Now ET going to try and turn this one around. They don't know the Bane is coming in, though. So the second round of attack here from Entity, I don't know if this is going to culminate in anything. They've even got TP rotation now from Beastcoast. And they decide that's not worth it. They cancel it and just turn on to Fishman. Big damage from Moose, big punches, lay it in thick. Well, you got 200 damage on his Elder Titan, just whacking people. Pike, Shikuchi away, 10 stick charges, he's absolutely fine. Entity with a failed move here, going to try and charge back into Moose again. Not sure they can actually bring him down. Just a bit of chip damage there.
Watch out the smacks.
The smacks are coming again. 125 bonus damage, going to give them a bonus kill.
Yeah, they'll take it. A trade 1-for-1 there, so of course Darkseid gets something as well. Not the worst for them, but yeah, really good fight bottom there, not having to bring in the Invoker. Good understanding. Invoker could have TP'd. He didn't get cancelled by an opponent. He just said, yeah, you know what? You don't need me.
Can they kill this Weaver here? They can with Fishman. So in the end, a 2-for-2 in a 3v2 situation. Finally, Entity get the kill they came for. And in that mid lane, looks like Spirit Breaker trying to help out no one because El Misho's come in here. Another Tornado EMP into lift. Cold Snap. Very well done. No one is level 6. Tries to turn and fight here with the Remnants, but still dies. Probably realized he couldn't ball lightning far enough away. And Lumpy with his own. And bring in Watson in here. Troll. He wants to kill off El Misho. Blood grenade chucked at him. Fishman yet again joining the fray. Some chaotic, hectic action in this first 7 minutes.
Is it level 3? You can't do it level 1. I think level 3 is the earliest you can put a point.
I really can't remember.
Yeah. I am so sad they took it away on level 1. Anyway.
Moose down the bottom taking a chunk of damage. Gripped up now as well. They've killed off Kataomi and traded out for the Elder Titan. And Vitali trying to roll across, but it's a Storm grabbing a regen rune. Fortunately for no one there. So he'll able to get himself away from danger.
Lucky find regen or hastes.
It's felt like Beastcoast, you know, great laning stage, done very well. Things have been kind of comfortable for them. Entity, though, coming down bottom, held back by the Tornado. They do jump the Invoker with another strike on the charge, and now Storm Spirit arrives. So this is the thing, suddenly out of nowhere, there's 5 heroes here. Entity blow up a couple, and they're the ones with the 2k net worth lead. It's felt like they've been behind this game.
They still have been farming really well. They've been behind a little bit in having to give up some things. What is that Rubik's Remnant? Jesus.
It's massive!
Yeah, it's massive. It's also flickering out a lot. I guess he has the AoE increase facet, so he's going to have big spells. I wonder if there's some cool stuff he can steal. Vacuum, I guess, with big spells. Just have an enormous vacuum. That could be a kill, running into a Solar Storm.
Yeah, I mean, this Orchid, with the help of the Spirit Breaker, global initiation, easy pick-off potential. Are we going to be looking at BKB timings for Beastcoast?
Yeah, it might be. I feel like they're falling a little bit into a trap of we have to be active with our Invoker here. Okay, they will get the Spirit Breaker, it looks like here. So he does get all the way on top of him on the Invoker. Gonna set up with it, eat the ulti too.
That's nice. Charge cancelled by the lift as well.
This was very needed though. They've invested so much time and resources into running around and ganking with the Invoker. Even with this kill, he's still very far behind the other course. So Pake has a really hard game in this. Just reading the map.
Understanding where he needs to be and where he needs to not be, as he does turn around, and a lot of damage onto Kataomi there thanks to Vitali with his Rolling Thunder. Trying to crash into the backline there. Watson, though, with DM, the vacuum wall, Gleipnir connect. Massive stuff from Entity to bring the Weaver down. They've got a return wall, but doesn't really hit anybody. And Entity will get a bonus there onto Moses ET.
That was such a nice patience coming out from Entity. You could see how they were just saying, okay, we lost one, but we can reset this. And all of them kind of just formed a concave waiting for Beastcoast to run in. And when the Weaver full commits like that, the Orchid is a serious threat. You don't have a saving support right now. They see the Weaver all the way, go right after Shikuchi. Meanwhile, back in the game, they're going on Weaver again.
He's nightmared. Have they got vision of him? Pike trying to get back in the trees, but Vortex dragged back with a vacuum, the kill again. And this is the issue now. Entity just snowballing out of contention in this game, number one. 6k lead. The chat wheel line, but it just says it all, right? Dropping them all.
Yeah.
Killing off that Weaver is massive.
It did charge him, but as he blinked down and Storm jumped up, he decided quickly to cancel that.
Rolling Thunder Blink, connecting onto the Storm and the Darkseer. No one feeling pretty safe here, just holding his ground and waiting for the rest of the team to come in, which is a charge onto the Pango. And Darkseer, you're right, has Greaves still alive, but doesn't get to use them. A chain control well done there from Beastcoast to kill off DM.
Not gonna stay alive. Lumpy actually walks on top of the invisible Spirit Breaker here, but there's no way of knowing that, of course. Spirit Breaker with the Shadow Blade.
Oh, okay. They got him with the Gleipnir. I don't know if the Sunstrike gave vision, but they definitely knew where he was. No one with his Galvanized, though. Tons of mana regen. 24. Still not going to be able to slip away from this, surely.
No,
Into the creep
no way.
wave, and then he'll die. No way of escaping. And Beast Coast, important moves here.
Yeah, big takedown. Surprised that he stuck around for that long even. That's a 1100 gold kill there as well. Going the way of Vitaly getting a lot for himself and his teammates.
Definitely keeping himself in the game. That's always the struggle with Wax Invoker. And no matter what patch it is, falling behind definitely something you've got to be aware of. He's not
Look at the speed on this boy. Does he still go down?
In and out. Oh, vacuum wall drop. Not quite landing as DM had intended. It looks like it's kept Katomi alive, though, with a nice grip out of Fishman. They've caught up the Pango. The cancel there with the Tornado does come into play. And Vitaly trying to finish off Katomi here, but the Nightmare save again, just to make sure Spirit Breaker stays alive. Orchid plus the Gleipnir of the Troll as well. They're just super nasty for this Weaver to deal with. It just feels like Beast Coast right now. Well, hang on a second. Does Lumpy get this connection with Pike arriving? Ah, yeah, no one has a BKB. He goes back in, zips on the Invoker. Back up arriving with a Spirit Breaker here. Yule Scepter and a Lotus Orb, though, buying time for Lumpy to survive, and they've got the kill on the Storm in the back. Lumpy still up and running. Kataomi not able to finish the job, and Pike should be able to here with a Shikuchi to chase him down and kill off the Spirit Breaker. A killing spree for the Invoker. Beast Coast fighting back. As it has honestly... Okay, Fishman TP's out there. It's felt like Entity have this, steamroller, movement forward. It's an unstoppable object, and Beast Coast is starting to put up some brick walls.
It's like, do you have 5-man Dota? You gotta do baits, you gotta do 5-man Dota a lot, which means you're gonna clump up a lot. Bottom, Storm zips in.
He's not even under a ward. He's just being scouted here. Rubik all caught up in it again. Moo's gonna get pummeled by Watson. 2 supports down once more.
Support so quickly taken out, and Weaver is out there on the map, but he's scared to go anywhere even. Like, you show on Weaver, you might immediately get charged, you might get jumped by a Storm, and right now, you probably need to be ready to come home as well, because this Troll looking like he wants to knock on your door. Actually got Pango.
Oh,
Fishman found Pango.
3 in a row. The question marks above his head. But yeah, this is the thing, like, Bane is also this perfect setup. We used to see Bane with those IO strats back in the day. The Nightmare the Grip gives you the chance just to move across the map with his global prowess very quickly.
That's very true, actually. It synergizes really well with the Spirit Breaker and the Storm. The long duration of that Nightmare can really allow people to come in. They did fix Nightmare at least to not be 8 seconds duration, by the way. You know when all the stuns were reduced by 20%? Yeah. Hard fight to take here for Beast Coast. They're trying to stand their ground, but meanwhile Troll is starting up the Roche, and I don't really see them being able to take this fight. They are gonna buy back into it though, so they want to.
I better do something here. Can't just be letting them have a free Roshan. Pike is going to try and push out that bottom wave, but Kataomi has scouted out Vitaly and Storm Spirit. He zipped in pretty deep here, looking at the Invoker.
Storm is low mana though. This is kind of awkward for them. You don't have the resources for a fight on Storm.
And Roshan's like 30% health. This could get kind of awkward. Another Sunstrike for Vision. Vitaly, he's thinking about this Rolling Thunder to go back in onto Fishman's Bane in the tree line, catching him out. Hang on, this Weaver getting held in place, but look at Watson just open up and shred Almisho and Moose. Destroys the 2 supports. Fishman is still alive. There's no way. He's finally got to die.
Troll is hunting. Gets the range bash.
Though, the Pike Weaver caught up with the roots of the bashes. Watson. The time lapse is there. Pike still caught out by the Storm Spirit though. Zip zap. Vortex in a triple for Watson. And in we go towards Vitaly's Pango now as well. Give him the Ultra. Look for the Rampage. Elmisho's about to die. TM has stolen it. You monster!
How could he do something so rude?
You ball lightning in after a charge, you vacuum, you set up with a Nightmare, etc. Beast Coast right now, how do they start a fight? They're just kind of throwing spells and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, that's basically a strat right now. It's very difficult. It's not clear who's gonna go in first. Basically, it has to be Pango. Nice 3-man vacuum. Where's the Storm Aghanim's?
In we come. Storm trying to get in a little deeper there as they killed the ET, but no one has to pop the cheese, and BKB stands his ground and thinks about fighting, but it's barracks and buildings they came for. So Watson going to shred through a second lane as he shifts right down into bottom as well. Man, chuck tornadoes at him, throw some EMPs his way. Watson, nice attempt on the Nightmare.
Yeah, trying to dodge it. Doesn't really land. Gets the range bash on the Weaver, who, dared step close. Another 3-man back.
Storm is here as well. The BKB's on the Beast Coast, but I don't know if it matters all that much. Ice Wall there is irritating for Watson with a meatball dropped on his head. But again, this is a 2-life troll with BKB still in hand. Pango all gripped up, trying to roll in thunder, crashing onto Watson, but he gets out the BKB just in time to bash into the Pangolier, kill him off. Everybody's dead, and GG's called by Beast Coast. Entity with an incredible Game 1 victory.
Yeah, fantastic. Very, very controlled throughout the game. There were moments where Beast Coast, they were doing some stuff. They were managing to find a few pickoffs with the Invoker. But for all the time invested in running around, they did not find too much. So Entity, good read the entire game on where Beast Coast were hunting. And they just kind of outscaled them with their lineup.
It's like 5 seconds left.
That's really a gotcha. I don't know. I'm thinking like Puck is kind of good, but... nah, they're gonna go for Slaughter. Puck struggles to lane against Void Spirit. Slaughter will have a much better time in laning stage. And this does give them some damage boost, right? You were considering if they are lacking damage. So they saw the Darkseer came back into the game after a bad laning stage by using the Ancients.
The battle begins.
Pike and Moose. Nice Shikuchi to grab the bounty rune. Fishman down
in
the bottom
trouble.
might actually be in big trouble, surrounded by 3 members of Beast Coast. Lumpy would love this kill. Oh, pushback. Oh, that's good. So it doesn't give it to the Pangolier, which would have been great for Beast Coast there.
But it pushed him back towards his mid lane efficiency. He gets to where he wants to go anyway, so they do get the kill. No trouble there. And little first blood over on one of your supports always feels good. Gets to have an early Null Talisman from the start here for SD. So nice mana regen.
That's pretty cool. Void spread against Pango in the mid lane. Both very good attack animations. Both universal heroes.
Fast.
This is like a very close matchup between the two of them.
Yeah. Oh, creeps are all low. Gets 2 CS on that Pango. Top lane, we do have the Weaver, of course. Strong laner here, so we might see shenanigans coming out from the Darkseer Script lane.
He's in trouble again. You're a Radiant player. That's the dire side of the river, my friend. Where are you going? Dragging Vitali pretty far away, but still dying there. It's 2 kills to the good. Beast Coast kill Fishman yet again.
Wow.
And DM has the bug on him, and a battery assault's come in.
Ooh, he's trapped.
Trapped inside the cogs, and down he goes, it looks like. But hang on, the Weaver stuck on the left-hand side, couldn't get through the cogs, doesn't get the damage in, so Darkseer survives.
Wow, he got blocked by his allied cog there. I guess it perfectly blocked the little path through there between the tree. So that looked like it should have been a short kill, but because of him being trapped on the wrong side there, he actually gets to live.
And with a Blood Grenade Iron Shell there, Spirit Breaker, the kind of hidden damage from him. Didn't need a bash or anything like that, just chases him down with the Iron Shell. Tickle the Clockwork to death. Oh, Wisdom Rune time. Fishman. Yeah, he stepped up again.
Oh,
He's going to find Lumpy and Alicia here. What is this, the 3rd kill for Beast Coast? Is going to be the 3rd death for Fishman's Disruptor.
Yeah, it's all Fishman. The good thing is it's all Fishman. The bad thing is it's all Fishman. So at least the water boy of Morphling, he is farming away. Meanwhile, getting some space during this, but they're starting to bleed a little bit too much on this Disruptor.
Look at that, like a full minute difference there to hit level 6. No one coming out ahead in a few of those stats as well. And now he'll get his first bottle refill from Disruptor, so that will even up that stat. Move from Lumpy down to bottom, though. Slardar and Pango both level 6, and with the Catapult, getting some good damage on this tier 1 bottom, which has just been left completely alone. But that means Entity can make moves elsewhere, snipe out moves in that mid lane, and put a bit of pressure of their own onto a tower. Well, up the top, DM has no surge, so Pike is going to chase this one down. Swarm was
actually dropping pretty fast here,
Shikuchi,
but the double Iron
Shell with the creeps on him. Pike time lapses away. Close, too close for my comfort. As Pango will roll into the mid lane. Fishman yet again being found here. El Misho with Lumpy trying to snipe him out. No one in Kataomi returning fire
Huge
quite
barrier.
nicely. It's a shielded up Pango that cannot be touched anymore, and Moose is going to trap Kataomi inside the cogs now. Poisons are being stacked up. Lumpy will come in with another swash and crash probably in a second. A good charge to bonk them back though, and Lumpy not wanting to dive any deeper. Moose is dropping lower and lower here to no one who kills him off, and a swashbuckle kind of short range there, allowing Void Spirit to drag him back with a remnant, and the sentry ward gives a lot of coverage here to allow them to go in even deeper, but Vitaly has arrived. The crush to save the life of Lumpy, keep the Pango up and running, and Elmisha
they're dropping low on Radiant.
The poisons that run out of mana on the dire side though. Shadow Demon can't offer too much, but the Weavers come in. Everybody and their mums in the mid lane trying to fight around these rune spawns and tier 1 towers. Kataomi drops the glimpses there to maybe protect no one. Buy a bit of time for the Void Spirit to get another bottle refill and stay alive.
Yeah.
Weaver suddenly there.
Yeah, everyone got paid basically for coming in there as well. The starter helped get the kill on the Darkseer.
Disruption. Protects him from the glimpse, but not from the Morphling and the Blood Grenade. Vitaly realizing very quickly that's not where he wants to be. Still being charged at here as Elmisha jukes around the trees. The Shadow Demon surviving, but Vitaly might not be so lucky. He's been surrounded and caught up by these maneuverable core heroes to kill him off, and Elmisha does get found by Fishman in the end.
Finally does go down, slowly chasing him around the corner there. SD kind of smoke protecting here, but he might get jumped anyway.
Well, Elmisha breaks the smoke and walks straight into a static storm. Got the banish off on the Void Spirit, and a Pango roll causing a few problems. Great cogs there, allowing the Pango to bash and bonk into Fisherman's Disruptor. Swashbuckle back up, but Lumpy disengage out from no one, gets the distance, turns into a little piggy. Vitaly though chasing this, but a good wall there. A bit more protection as well for no one to drop a remnant and skip away to safety for now. Again, the supports, the casualties, a 2 for 1 there as Shadow Demon trades out for a Disruptor and Spirit Breaker. Oh, that Slaughter and Weaver doing some tremendous building damage. Much cleaner from Beastcoast here, kind of transitioning out of that laning stage into some bigger things.
Also not really the best pushing lineup, right? Like, their heroes are not meant to take towers that easily, but because of how they're dominating, they are. Fishman setting up vision here on Lumpy.
Static Storm there for the Shadow Demon. Doesn't catch the Pango though, and the wall's dropped in as well. Again, expenditure galore as Lumpy does get dragged back. Blood Grenade and the final touches there. Get them a double kill for DM.
Yeah, good time to fight when Pango doesn't have his ulti available. He tried to jump away there, but the Glimpse pulls him back into fights. Getting a little bit caught by the Void Spirit here. Quick Glimpse.
Straight back in. It's going to hook shot. There's no chance of survival though. Maybe Slaughter can make a meal of this though with a nice Blink Crush on 2. Static Storm's dropped as a bit of protection here. Maybe they can get no one out, but bashed up, controlled, would dissimulate down to the south. He's still scouted by the Swarm. A double kill for Elmisha. Oh, DM! They found him with Lumpy. The Pangolier here crashing and landing in onto this Darkseer as he disappears. I was worried about damage output, but this Slaughter with amplified damage and the Weaver just shredding people. Shuts me the hell up.
Yeah, in fairness, they had a DD rune there as well in the Pango, so he was, you know, packing quite a punch into that Darkseer as well. But this is great for them. They can even set up on Roche here.
Yeah, this is the big difference, right, to game 1, where we had this whole conversation about, you know, K1. Hang on a second. Spoken to
they're on him.
Weaver. Yeah, they've got him.
He needs help.
First life down. Now, Fisherman does have a Static Storm here as well, but a Rolling Thunder. It's going to cause problems. The Storm is too late. The Weaver has escaped. The Pango's still rolling about in the midst of them all. He's crashing onto the small thing, but he's been bashed up by Kataomi now, and Lumpy's going to die under the wall. Elmisha and Pike trying to skip away from this. They stuck around to maybe think about fighting, but they're going to lose out 3 heroes now, just trying to protect that Weaver's retreat.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? Your carry gets caught out and everyone else has to die for it. Like, why were you there, buddy? Now they've lost Aegis and 3 kills going the way of Entity. Huge moment here for them to start grabbing some objectives. They have not been taking too many, only got the top tier 1 tower before. Now finally, Watson getting involved, taking the mid tower. Oh, big moment here, Entity. Smoking up towards the tier 2 tower. Got a charge onto the Pango.
We go in for this. We do. Oh, the jump in, jump out.
Ooh, it's a whiff though.
Doesn't land in onto the Pango. Is looking for someone else a little further behind. They will find Elmisha, but in the meantime, Moose. He's been annihilated by Watson. Morphling joining in the fight. He's turned into Weaver, Shikuching around, looking for the next target, which is the charge and the damage in onto Lumpy's Pangolier, and they've got the damage to take him down. A double kill here for Watson. Pike, time that's back, barely scrapes away with his life. Vitaly might still get chased. Darkseer with the help of the Static Storm, trying to deal with the Slardar, but He's so tanky, just stands his ground, batters back into DM, gets the kill. In comes Pyke as well, looking for Kataomi, who just disappears. That's a reasonably tanky Spirit Breaker, who in a matter of seconds is annihilated by the minus armor of Beastcoast. Flare flies over. What have they got? They've got a lane ward here with Obs and Sentry. Scan connect as well,
around.
so they know Beastcoast are here and they straight in. Go on the Pangolier. The hook shot might have bought time for Lumpy with the disruption as well. Static Storm is dropped in the back on Shadow Demon. It's Almisho. He's the first one to die. Pyke will turn with Lumpy here to look at Kataomi and bring the Spirit Breaker to his knees. Lumpy finally gets off the Rolling Thunder, and alongside Vitali, they shred through the Fishman support. Watson's got the turn and run. DM is bailing away from this one as well.
Spirit Breaker buyback
on their heels, but look at this Vitali Slardar again with the initiation, jump straight in.
Watson fighting.
Down. A double kill for Pyke, and Watson, he is trying to turn and fight. No one has rejoined in here, and Vitali, he's getting bashed away at by this Morphling with a bash and the hit. He's got the kill, and Pyke, he's like the last one's left standing now. Kataomi and no one on his tail. This back and forth fight. Entity started, Beastcoast fought back valiantly, but in the end, they're going to get wiped off the face of the map.
Oh, that is a big fight right there, and Tips coming out for no one there in that fight who had some really nice impact. The silence is coming out from him.
Look at that Morphling, dude. 8,500 damage.
Yeah, he was shredding. I mean, he did the big damage dealing, but I think some of the setup plays there from his team was really, really valuable. You could see the impact of the catch as well. Also, that wraparound was beautiful. They got perfect start, basically. Now Beastcoast in trouble. No Weaver for 40 seconds, so definitely losing their top lane. Fortunately, they have tier 2 tower mid, so they can't go for a second lane here. Otherwise, I think they would have. Doesn't get it.
It's still going to move in on this Pangolier, though, with some bashes and the Static Storm. Disruption, again, just delaying the inevitable death here of Lumpy and Almisho. Another sacrifice as Entity clean up another massive fight. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, not too much. They can just straight up burst him.
Yeah, without MKB, how do you hit this Morphling? I feel like there's just no solution here. I'm looking at their heroes, clicking around, looking for an item.
Panic now. He can 1v5 you.
Can kill people pretty fast. If you ignore him, he's gonna cut through your lines before you kill the rest.
Weaver has done a massive amount of damage through this game, but not the be-all and end-all of carries in this kind of match. Oh, Lumpy stuck in the rock. Slardar has gone in deep. Static Storm's dropped. Fishman's dead. A Rolling Thunder crashing into the back, but El Misho is just annihilated by Kataomi and no one. 3 heroes down. Buyback will come out of Beastcoast, but you've barely scratched the surface of Entity's lineup. You killed Fishman for like the 10th time this game. Congratulations! You killed a Disruptor, but now you have to contend with this massive Void Spread and Morphling, forcing an early BKB out of the Weaver. Pyke has got to try and turn and run away as Watson just goes diving tier 4s. Look at him. He's 1v4. The rest of his team don't even have to bloody help him.
There's nobody who can do anything. Look at him. He's just asking, who's going to fight me?
Question mark? Question mark? Yeah,
he can basically park right there. He can stand right by their fountain. Item drops. What?
DM just stands up near the fountain, also asking questions. Beastcoast, no clockwork for a minute. They've got 4 alive now, but your throne's exposed. And DM is toying with them, vacuuming them around. Void Spirit back in again. Does get crushed up, but Watson's arrival. He's going to secure a kill here onto El Misho for sure, and probably more. Pyke time lapses back into Fountain, but this is Fountain farming of the highest order.
They're just making a home here.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the well and scratching on the walls. Beastcoast find themselves in that exact same position yet again.
Morphling is in the fountain. He's where he wants to be.
Cares? None.
Yeah. Absolutely dominant once we hit that mid-game stride. Early on, it was all Beastcoast. They were dominant. They had all the tempo that we want to see. Weaver even ends this game 9-1 and 9, so he had a great game overall, but you cannot out-hard carry a Morphling who's been left alone that much.
Right, that's the thing, right? You had a great game, but you were a first-pick hero, and were you, the great hero in that game? Answer is just no. The Morphling out-carried you, out-farmed you, and Entity take game number 2. A 2-0 victory there for them over Beastcoast as we take a quick break and return with what comes up next.